The Cleveland Cavaliers beat the New York Knicks in Game 2, and that now leaves the series tied. And the reason they were able to pull off the win is due to their great defensive effort and swarming team defense. Let's now take a closer look at this defensive possession. Here, Evan Mobley defends Randle out on the perimeter, and this is why Mobley is so valuable as a defender. He has the ability to defend out in space without any help defense. And here you'll see how well they work together. Jarrett Allen does a great job at turning his hips inside to cut off Randle's driving angle, which forced him to throw a backwards pass. And here you see the high IQ of Okoro, who perfectly puts himself in position to draw the offensive foul. And this is why the Cavs are 4th in the NBA in transition defense. They have outstanding hustle, and honestly there might not be a team who communicates more on the defensive end than this team. And if you still don't think this is the best defense in the NBA, watch this possession. They are great at rotating and staying attached to not only the ball handler, but the nearest player to the ball, and watch how not one single player on the Cavs defense looks lost. They are well aware of their assignments, and again their communication is really key. And at the end of the possession, RJ Barrett attacks Mobley, who's in a drop coverage, so as expected RJ steps back for the shot. But due to Mobley's length he's able to force a tough attempt. And here is yet another transition stop by the Cavs, which was led by Evan Mobley. And again, he showcases his ability to defend one-on-one. Even with the all-star running downhill at him, he doesn't panic, he stands his ground and forces a tough shot. And even though Barrett scores on this possession, watch how difficult the Cavs make it to be able to score. From their great swarming ball denial and quick on-ball defenders, it's almost rare that the opposing team will ever get an easy bucket. And Caris LeVert had a pretty solid all-around defensive game. Watch here as he's able to defend the much bigger Randle and force him to make a bad kick-out pass that leads to a turnover. And LeVert may just be the most underrated defender on the roster. He's not an elite defender, but he's a really good team defender. He has no problem defending players out on the perimeter. But what really impressed me in this game was Darius Garland's defense. And honestly, unless you are a die-hard Cavs fan, you probably don't know that Garland is actually a really good defender. Watch how he perfectly forces Barrett baseline, where he has Jarrett Allen lurking. Then as Allen drops down, Garland takes on the one-on-one challenge. And notice when he runs around the screen, he quickly switches back onto Barrett, who honestly made a poor read. But then Garland uses his quick feet and stays attached to him, forcing a tough shot. Here Garland again showcases good individual D. He's slightly forcing him baseline, and even though the ball handler still managed to spin into the paint, Jarrett Allen's and Mobley's presence was enough to force a kick out. And then much credit to Isaac, who quickly scrambled out to the shooter, forcing a miss. And that'll be all for today's video. I just wanted to highlight some of the Cavs' best defensive plays from Game 2, and it'll be very interesting to see if they can stay consistent on that end of the floor in a series. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe for more NBA defensive content.